Good morning. Welcome to At Home with Roby. I'm Patrick McIsaac from Roby Electric, along with Trent Haston from the Roby family of companies. Happy Sunday, Trent. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, Patrick. Thanks for having me on your show.
My show. It is your show. And thanks for having me. Well, you're going to have to carry me a little bit today, buddy. I got a little of the allergies at springtime. Pollen is here, but I can trade off some beautiful weather like this for some pollen any day.
Well, we have a wonderful show. Today, the show is going to be about mentorship and entrepreneurism. We have Mike Griffin, one of the Griffin brothers. He has another brother, Larry Jr., and his dad. Those three are in business together with a conglomerate of companies, and he's going to be on here with a young fella out of UNC Chapel Hill, Austin Helms.
Yeah,
one of his understudies. They got some good ideas they're talking about, and I love how Mike helps kids, how Mike mentors, how Mike's helping build the future. That's such a big topic today. Is the labor shortage that we have. No,
it is, and I know the Greenway Waste Solutions, landfills, that their businesses they're in, and something near and dear to you and I as far as Pine Island Country Club that we obviously spend some time out there, and then I know they're doing real estate development as well, and I know there's some partnership and collaboration with Roby Commercial on that real estate development side. So just a lot of different things, and I think it's really cool that Mike's identified these younger guys to sort of carry them along the way.
Yeah, no, it's great. We try to do the same thing. I mean, quite frankly, I look at you as a product of that. Maybe not the exact same route that they're going to talk about, but I think anytime you can take a young person, give them a vision, and then help them see opportunity through that vision that they normally wouldn't have, or that you think you can blaze a trail for them better, and they take full advantage of that opportunity by doing all the right things. Number one, working hard, working your butt off, and respecting what you have and the opportunity you have. That's where it all starts.
Yeah, but if you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. And I think that's the kind of people they're trying to find that have that entrepreneurial bug, that look at this as, hey, I'm building upon something every day, which is somewhat rare. I think a lot of people think, and I'm doing the quotes in the air. Did you see that?
Oh,
think
wow.
that they're entrepreneurial, but then they get into it and see that, hey, this isn't just going to be handed to me. There's going to be times where I'm going to work until midnight or 1 or 2 in the morning or not sleep at all.
Well, let me tell you, Trent Haston opinion, there's a lot of folks out there, young and old, that think they work hard.
Exactly.
And they don't work hard. So let's clear that up. So I think you weed a lot out there early on. So Mike's a fellow West Sider. He went to West Meck. I went to Harding. We used their landfill 100% of the time when I was the guy driving the dump truck back 25 years ago. So didn't know each other then, but knew of each other. So it's really cool to see our businesses blossom at the same time. I'll say his family business is probably a little ahead trajectory-wise of ours, just via age.
He's 13 years older than you.
He is.
But it's real fun to watch you two interact. It's sort of, you both get excited as you start talking about something, and I think that's kind of fun to, as someone sort of sitting on the sidelines watching. I think it's kind of fun. So, and I think the audience will hear that. I hear your excitement. So make sure you listen to the second and third segments, especially with Austin when he comes on, because it's just a young man with a lot of excitement.
So we're going to give a plug. Yep. We're on the podcast. How can people find our podcast? And what is the podcast called? Let's give this plug now.
It's At Home with Roby. You can find it on the iTunes store, and you can also find it on WBT's website.
On WBT's website.
And you used to be able to find it on the app, and I think they're working on that so people can find it on the WBT app.
Because people are all the time like, hey, man, I missed your show, or hey, man, I only caught half your show, or hey, man, I had to go into Sunday school class. If you're that guy, that woman, go after church on your way home, get your phone, take 3 extra minutes in your parking lot, and download the podcast, and you can finish the show.
Let me ask you a question. 5 years ago, did you ever think you'd have a podcast? I got to say, I never thought I would. You?
5 years ago, I didn't know what a podcast was. I still don't know what a podcast is, but I have one.
Yeah, there you go. There's a really non-flattering picture of you and I. So if you just for that, go look at the podcast. Trent and I have our news back to back, like we're going to do some hardcore journalism.
Well, we always joke about sticking your chin out. Am I doing a good job sticking my chin out?
I think you're doing good. I don't have a chin.
It's like this morning at 5:30 when I was in body pump class with all those women, and I was doing my push-ups. My handicap my knees were on the ground. She's like, pick your chin off your chest. And I'm like, oh,
you don't
Lord.
understand.
Yeah. Well, man, I look in the mirror, and my chin was all stuck right down in my neck.
But before we get out of this segment, I want to give a plug to Darren Bronklebank of Metro Greenscape. He was the committee chair for our Nary Pins for Kids that we talked about a month ago, and that event was Friday. And we're sharing some money with Adopt a Block, which is part of the Mecklenburg Dream Center. And I want to say they raised like $20,000. So
really?
It's a great job, guys. That was a great event. I was there on Friday, and everybody had a very nice time.
And that was sponsored. Darren headed that up for NARI.
For NARI, correct.
National Association of Remodeling Industry. And Andrew Roby had a bowling team raise some money, and Roby Electric, correct?
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a very good event, and it was great that Darren was able to commit the time to do that. So big ups, guys. Good job.
So the weather's warming back up. I think we are truly fully in spring now. I think we can kind of go ahead and knock on wood and say the 50-degree days max temperatures are probably behind us. Maybe 1 or 2 left.
I hope so. If we get another 2 inches of snow on a Sunday like we did last Sunday, that would. Right, was that Tuesday? Yeah, I don't think that's coming. I'm with you. I think we're past that. So, Trent, we got about 45 seconds left in the first segment. Why don't you talk about your buddy?
I mean, they're coming on the show. Stay tuned. It's going to be great. I mean, I just think that Mike has a gift to inspire young people, and then also a gift to see an opportunity in the market that really takes grassroots and down home hustle to make happen.
Right.
And I think him and I are similar in that endeavor, and I look forward to hearing what he has to say, and I also look forward to growing with him in the next years to come.
Well, folks, stay tuned. We'll have Mike Griffin and Austin Helms on and learn why Trent is not a Zoomer. Segment 2 and 3.
Zoom up. We'll be right back.